So today we are going to learn about the concepts of Vata, Pitta and Kapha and its relationship with the weight. Okay. So you remember from yesterday that Kapha is made up of?
Earth and water.
Yes, earth and water. Pitta is made up of?
Fire and water.
Good. Fire and water. And Vata?
Air and space.
Right? So this is the basics of Tridosha theory in Ayurveda. Now let's talk about our challenge, which is called it as a weight challenge, right? So weight in Ayurveda is seen towards this dosha. Okay, so when we are doing a lot of things which are increasing the kapha in the body, which are increases the concept of earth and water element in the body, for example, drinking too much water, okay, or eating potatoes, okay, eating sweet potato, eating root vegetables a lot, okay, or eating heavy food, or eating full of carbohydrate food, or eating a lot of food which has a kind of sticky feeling in the food. Sticky, for example, which rice? Can you guess? Sticky rice. Oh, can I eat the brown? No. What do you call it? Chinese rice? No. Brown rice? Can I eat this rice? Specifically, people ask me all the time, Dr. Patki, how about that rice? And I was like, but imagine, think about Vata, Pitta, Kapha when you are offering the food to the body. So when there is a stickiness in the food, when there is a sticky feeling in the food, then that food is going to increase or aggravate or enhance which dosha in the body? Sticky dosha in the body. And which one is the sticky dosha in the body?
Kapha.
Kapha is the dosha which creates the mucus in the body. Right? Makes sense? So, if we are thinking about weight, right? Now, another thing, another theory. To hold more kapha, the body has to expand. And what happens in the weight concept is like there is so much vata imbalance also, because vata is made up of which doshas? Air and space. What happens in the weight problem? The body becomes like creating a space. Right? Kala kaleni vadat jate. Like even in the pregnancy, right? The body is creating a space. Right? So this is how, when you're thinking of the weight challenge in the body, you cannot just say like, oh, I'm suffering with the weight. You know, my weight is the only problem I have. No, that's just one of the thing what you are concerned about. But there are so many other things along with it, which we talk here. Make sense? Yeah. So if we are like the Ayurvedically, when we are talking about the 5 elemental concepts, we always like to understand the Tridosha balance in the body. Because still you remember the Pittam Pangu, Kapha Pangu, Pangavo Maladhatava. Okay, so Vata and Pitta and Kapha, they are handicapped and they cannot act on their own except unless and until the Vata helps, or Vata stimulate, or Vata activate, or Vata push. They need a kick from the Vata. You know, there are certain people in the life, you know, they always need some push. Right? They always need some stimulation, right? So this is how the way Ayurveda says it. When you have this weight challenge in the body, we are thinking like this way Ayurvedically. Okay, let me show you one more thing. Let me see if I can open up my PDF. Let me separate. Okay. So, certain energies, again, the way we are talking, Vata is the energy of movement, Pitta is the energy of conversion, changes, transformations, and Kapha is the energy of collection. Kapha is the energy which binds the things together. So, there is a Kapha in the joint. That's called it as one of the Shleshmak Sandhi. Okay, so there is a Shleshma, which means there is some sticky substance which is kind of a glue, so that our bones do not rub on each other and break easily, right? So there is a sticky substance, that's called it as in between the joints, in between the cells, on the wherever there is a joint, you will find the Kapha in the body, as well as Vata in the body, because bones are dominated, or the house of the Vata is the bone. So Vata stays in the bones. Okay, so that all is related, Kapha and Vata. Okay, so the thing is, like, when we are talking about weight, now the collectiveness, holding the things together. What happens in the weight? We are holding something for a longer period of time, and it's taking a lot of efforts to bring it down or to lose it. It's very hard thing for our body to let it go. Let it go. Make sense? So in this case, we are talking here again for the earth and water. Okay, so now the food, now we are coming to the food concept. So the food which is very earthy. What is potato? Potato is, right? It's a earthy vegetable. Make sense? So can we eat a lot of these kind of vegetables for our this challenge? That you have to decide. You learn from me and then you practice for yourself. Right? So whenever you will eat next time, you will remember me.
Yeah.
Okay? All right? So the earthy vegetables, root vegetables, specifically all the potato families, the colorful potatoes. We have a lot of colors nowadays in the potatoes. So all that are not really a good choice of. Now, how many things you will not eat with this concept? 25% of our food might have the potatoes in it, right? So you have to think about it, how you are going to reduce it, how you are going to maybe remove it from your food for the few months and see if your body is really making a sense to you. It's just learning about you and observations, following, understanding on your own. Okay, good. So this is how wet, this is how this Kapha, and this is how the elements, and this is how the food. They are all interconnected. I cannot just say, oh, I do so much exercise, but nothing changes in me. No. You have to pamper it through each and every angle. Then the body starts showing the changes in the body. Okay, so this is how the way Ayurvedic approach is for the weight. Is this the only thing we can think of? The main culprit is here, not a good transformations and changes in the body, right? Because weight is some kind of not a proper transformation in the body, or not a proper changes on the chemistry in the body. Specifically, we are talking about our digestion changes or the chemistry of our digestive system. So this is not happening very well in our digestion. So our digestion is also hampered or pampered in the management of the weight. Okay, so now even if it is a Kapha imbalance, our weight is dominated basically with the Kapha dosha, do you think the Pitta is also disturbed? Makes sense? That is how Ayurveda sees it. Okay, your energy of digestion, your energy of transformation, your energy which brings all the chemical changes in the body. That is the first one which is hampered. So the first culprit comes here, and the Ayurveda says, Rogaha sarve api mandegno. Rogaha, that means disease. Sarve api means every disease. Sarve, all diseases. Mande agno. Manda, right? Manda means dull, dullish, or slow digestion, low digestion. Agni. Roga sarve api mandegno. So every damn disease in the body comes with some challenge on the pitta level in the body, or not a proper conversions in the body. Okay, so now we are thinking of weight here, challenges on the weight here, but culprit is somewhere else, right? So this is a pitta dosha. Now in the jatara, so pitta, so here we are specifically talking about the agni, which is located into our stomach, right? That's called it as a digestive fire, pachaka, jataragni. Jataragni. Jatara means stomach. Agni means the fire within that organ. Okay, there is a agni here also in the eyes. That's why I see you and you see me. Make sense? So there is a specific agni in there is a specific pitta in our eyes. Ranjaka pitta. Sorry, alochak pitta. Okay, so there are different pittas in the different areas of the body. There are different kaphas in the different areas of the body, and there are different vatas in the different areas of the body. Now, when we are talking about the vata in the stomach area, so our prana is someone which is coming and connected with this area. Our udana is someone which is related with our speech, vaka, pravrutti. Vaka means vacha. Vacha means our way of communication, our words. That's a udana vayu. Om pranaya swaha, om udanaya swaha, om vanaya swaha. Vana means heart, heart related. So our vata, which is located in heart and heart periphery, that's called it as a vana vayu. Okay, and then comes the samana, samana vayu. See how simple and how beautiful even they named the things in the body. How powerful these words are. Samana means equal, balance, core. What is the modern science saying in today's time is like, your core is the major reason, balance your core, balance your gut, right? But in Ayurveda, this belly button plays a very important role. So that's why when we do massages, you might have observed it. Today is your second day, right? Yesterday, I hope you felt it, some oil application in that area, right? So that is a samana vayu. Now we are talking about samana in the jatar, which is in the stomach area. So do you think that dosha is also getting, that one of the subtype of the dosha might be challenged too? Yeah. Right? Make sense? So does that mean now you understood the vata, you understood the pitta, and you understood the kapha in that area, right? Now can you just complain about your weight? Because our energy of movement, our energy of transformation, and our energy of collection, they all are hampered here in our case, right? Make sense? Yeah. So now if I want to change and get rid of this problem, do I need to take care of the vata? What is the basic line of treatment to take care of the vata dosha in the body? Simply sleeping with the night time. Go down with the sun. Is that possible? Very hard. With our culture, with being an American, with a working lady, right? And within our culture, cooking, managing, office work, house chores, blah, 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 whatever you do, you need to go down around 9:30, 10, you have to be out. on your journey of relaxation. Okay, so if you manage that, waking up with the sun and go down with the sun as much as you can, grounding effect that will come only with that action. Does that mean you are not grounded? Right? Makes sense? So this is how we have to think about ourselves. How much I can stretch myself. Today you are an adult, tomorrow you will be old, I will be old, right? Our time of our life is helping us, which is our adulthood, right? But we are shifting towards the menopause, towards the downside of our body, the physical body, not the mental body we're talking here, right? So there are certain changes which are going to happen on our physical body. So do you think that we need to think of how much we need to think of Vata, Pitta, Kapha in the body to keep the harmony in the body? Because our uterus is related too much with the Vata, which is one of the subtype of the Vata is Apana Vayu. So anything happens in the uterus area, in the lower abdominal area, we need to think about Apana, which is the last Vayu. After the Samana is in the Jathar, which is in the stomach area, and then last one is the Apana Vayu, the energy of excretion, bringing everything out of the body through the bowel movement, through the potty, through the pee, through the menstruation, through the excretions, male female excretions. Everything has to come out from that area, which is dominated by one of the subtype of the Vata dosha, Apana. Right? Now, in your case, your weight, the way you explain it to me or share it with me, is like belly and buttock area. Right? Specifically, this is the major area for your challenge. Right? Many people hold here, many people hold in the breast area. So everybody's holding the weight in the body is in the different location. Wherever there is a weak point in the body attacks there first. That is the rule in Ayurveda. So if I'm weak here, things will happen here more. If I'm weak here, things will happen here. If I'm weak here, things will happen here. Because this is my weak point. So it's easy to attack. Right? When we see a weakness, it's easy to attack. That's how the power works, right? Higher powers and lower powers. So this is how the concept of weight in Ayurveda is explained, and it differs again from body type, Prakriti, because in your case, your Prakriti also enhances it because you are a person with a Kapha dominancy. So your dosha, your nature, your body's nature itself is a Kapha dominated, and then on top of it we do certain things which are also related with Kapha. Then on top of it we do certain physical things which we don't do is also promoting Kapha. Right? So now think about a lot of what we are doing for our Kapha. We are giving the chance to the Kapha to do and hamper and aggravate in the body from every angle. Got it? Yeah? Makes sense? Easy? Any questions? But did you get the point what I'm trying to say here? Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
So let's do one rule. Few more rules. Just to get back into the health and wellness. Okay? So you wanted a picture of this from yesterday, right? Okay. I will do mess somewhere else on this part. Okay. All right. So the very simple thing, the way Ayurveda sees it, and the way I will give you all the papers and information. Okay. But from today, as this is your second day of your cleansing, we will go to the very basic rules of life, basic rules of our health. Forget about the life. Just let's talk about our health and wellness. Okay. So first thing. Okay. What will be? Can you guess? What will be the first thing we need to think in Ayurveda? There is one more funda. Let me share that with you. Okay. So Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. In the day and in the night, at specific time, they are more in the body. So Kapha time is 6 to 10 a.m. So kapha is more in the body. That's why when you wake up in the morning and when you do some brush and toothbrush, a lot of mucus, you want to spit it out or comes out. That's the time of the kapha. Nature wise. Even the nature impacts on our body. You know how many things we talk in our culture, astrology, and then we planet effects on our body. You know, all these funny things we talk, right? They also impacts on our vata, pitta, and kapha in the body also. Different doshas are more active in the body, more dominated in the body. So kapha is more, the kapha time in the body, the more activeness, the more kapha dominancy in the body is the time of 6 to 10 a.m. and p.m. Okay? So we are talking about a.m., p.m. too. Now, generally, what time do you always see like you're hungry most of the time? In between. I don't feel hungry in the morning. How many times you told me? Many times you told me. Because that's your nature. Right? You always told me. You know, you are my friend too. Right? So many times you told me, yeah, I used to laugh. That's the nature. You are going to react to your basic nature of the body. You will not eat because I'm eating. That's your nature. That's your need. That's your body's intelligence. Right? So you understood this? So it's okay not to eat in that time period if you do not feel it. If you feel it, if you are a pitta person, pitta will not even skip the breakfast, depending upon the way he lives it. Again, you know, everything is very individualized and customized approach in Ayurveda. If you know your body type and if you know what you are offering to your body, depending upon your body type, it's so easy for the body to manage so many things which will create the havoc in the future. We can prevent them right now. That's why it is called it as a preventative medicine. Ayurveda is a preventative science. Right? Vata person, don't do these things, you will not get this problem. Pitta person, don't do this, you will not get this problem. Kapha person, don't do this, you will manage very well your kapha problems. Right? So it's a science of prevention. That's the first objectives of Ayurveda, the preventative approach. Then comes the disease management. In India, the disease cure. In the West, wellness of the disease. Okay, understood? So Pitta time is the time where Pitta, the sun is more dominated in the nature and the sun is more dominated in our body also. Right? And generally, what is the basic time all around the world that people generally eat the lunch? All over the world. Forget about India, forget about US. Overall, basically they eat around the noon time. Right? Around the noon. But in my practice, most of my 70% or 80% of my clientele, they tell me or they share this, you know, I skip my meal. I save my that 1 hour. I go home early. I want to skip that so that I can go early. And that is where I see a lot of challenge, a havoc for the body. Right? Skipping the meal. The major is like your nature. You need to connect with the nature. Whatever your body's call is, listen to your body. Right? But my modern culprit mind and my Western approach of eating the food and saving that 1 hour for my, you know, other things which will be after a while, after 4 hours maybe, you know, 12 to 4 and then 4 p.m. they leave, most of the people, right? They do not understand why it is very important not to skip the afternoon meal. Again, you're thinking of the Agni concept in the body, you're thinking of the Pitta concept in the body. Okay? And this is the, most of the time, you know, If you are hungry, if your body feels, you are a kapha person in your case. If you feel hungry around 11:30, directly eat your lunch. Don't wait for 12:31 in your case. If you feel hungry, eat. You know? And if you do not feel hungry for breakfast, don't eat. Because your body is not craving for it. Don't force the body. Oh, it's my breakfast time. You know, many times I have observed in my practice, I eat because it's a time. It's very common to see and hear from my clients. That's how most of us react, right? Right? So, eat. The first rule of health and wellness, which I was talking here, okay? 10 to 2 is the pitta time. So if you feel hungry, many people eat 3:30, 4 p.m. is the lunch time. And then dinner time is like 6:30. So there is not even a 2 hours of gap between the two major food, because they are following this intermittent fasting concept again. Because in the intermittent fasting, you should not eat after a certain time, because you need that gap of 14 to 16, I believe. Right? So there are so many havocs in our mind at the present moment, through the social, through this and through that. We are so confused. Here the simple logic in your case, what we are trying to understand your body is, eat when you really feel nice and hungry and there is a nice salivation. You will feel listen to your body, whether your body is showing some signs for you. You know, okay, I feel now I'm hungry, you know, and that is the time you should eat your lunch. Offer that good food at that time. Okay, so this food is the very important food of the day. And in our case, as you are a working lady, right, our major food and best food is in the evening. Right? So see how you can change yourself here. I know it is tough, but it is doable. It is tough because yes, we have many things on our plate to finish in a day. But this is the most important in Ayurveda. This is like Vaishvanaroha. Vaishvanaroha means Vishnu is staying here in your body. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. That also Trimurti concept they see. Okay? Agni Devata. This is Ahuti. Give it. Otherwise it will burn other things in the body. Isn't it? Are you getting it? You know, you are a medical student, I know, so it will be easy for you to grasp these concepts. Make sense?
Yeah.
So this is the time where we need to eat a nice food, and good offerings. This is the time, if you are giving the good food, you know, even the heavy food, for example, then you have enough time to digest with your activities, with your walking and whatever you do around your related with your work, right? But when you do it exactly towards the end of the day, what do you do towards the end of the day? Nothing. Most of the times, that's our calming time. You know, I'm done with the work. Now this is my TV time. This is my cooking time. This is my this, right? So we do exactly opposite.
Yeah.
But do you think it's very hard to do it? We have to just shift the angle. It's not hard. Believe me, I have doctor clients. You know, I have seen them doing all these changes because nobody told them also, and they don't know these concepts of Ayurveda. But when I shared all of these concepts, I said to my few of the doctor clients, don't do your meditation in the morning, but you make sure you cook in your meditation time, because you have time for meditation, right? You have time for meditation. I want you to use that time and cook your food. Forget about your meditation. Because I know you are working, you are a doctor, you are seeing so many patients in a day, right? So you need a good energy, right? And you need a good fuel. Because when you are seeing maybe 10, 15, 20 patients in a day in the clinic, in their hospitals, there is a lot of energy exchange is also happening. It's not only they are seeing a patient. They are going through a lot of subtle energy concepts also. So many of my doctor clients also changed and appreciated this concept of Ayurveda. I can vouch and I can give you their numbers also. They're very, very nice people. Okay? It is doable. Even if we are in America, and even if we are Americans, and even if we are very busy with our world, there are many things on our plate. This is doable. I still try to do it as much as I can. It is hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard too. Okay? Got it? So this is your Pitta time. Always praise this. It's like a god, the best god to worship. Agni Devata. Make him happy. Otherwise he will burn. The third concept in Ayurveda, where the Vata is dominated in the body, is 2 to 6 p.m. Okay? Got it? So this is the Vata time, this is the Pitta time, and this is the Kapha time, and these are the things, it creates the changes and impacts on the body. So at this time you take care of this, at this time you take care of this, and at this time you take care of this. Things will be very happy in the body. That's called it as a harmony within you. If you don't offer this and you just do the meditation, do you really think that is going to work on you? Many of my clients, I have some diabetic people, I have some high BP people, they do a lot of meditation. And yoga and blah blah blah, you name it, they do it. They follow this guru, and they do all these sadhanas, and every guru has their own way of teaching their students, Guru Shishya Parampara. They do many of this, but they don't even simple follow the Ayurvedic concepts, which we need for our Western way of living life. So it's not going to work a lot on our body, because we are challenged on the physical level. Then comes the mental level. There are different koshas in the body. We'll talk about it later. Okay? So this is the time, and these are the certain things Ayurveda says that you need to take care. Okay? So now if you want to take care of your Vata, and you want to take care of your Pitta, and you want to take care of your Kapha, let's think about one good point of Kapha. Okay? More water. Okay? Let's talk about our Pitta. Not acidic, too much food, or no fermented, or no vinegar kind of dishes. Right? Simple. Okay? Here, waking up around 5:30 and 6 p.m. This is the most important for you. Okay? Because if you sleep after that time, you are increasing. Naturally, you are increasing. You don't have to do anything, because that's the basics of the body. Make sense? Are you understanding where I am taking you now?
Yeah.
That is our key. Right? There are so many simple things. If we follow them, it's very easy for the body to come into the balance again. Okay? You stop the causative factors. What are the causative factors in our case? This is one of the causative factors in our case, and that's called it as a nidana. Nidana parivarjana. You stop doing that, it will not happen. How simple it is. Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
So got it? So let's take 1 point for the Kapha, 1 point for the Pitta, and 1 point for the Vata, which is like 9:30, so 10, which is supposed to be dead. Out. Go into your sleep. 10:30, you should be out. For this imbalance, this is also making a huge impact. This is also making an impact, and this is also making a huge impact, which you are telling me. So if we need to manage your weight and if we need to manage your other things, whatever you told me about energy, sluggishness, anxiety, heaviness in the body, not feeling stimulated, it just taking me time to do certain things, this is coming all because of this. Because the proper digestive food has to create a proper digestive material in the body which has a proper nutrients, which has to bring some nutrients out of that food, and that nutrients has to supply to the whole body. But in our case, we are not even digesting it well. So when you say to me, I do not have indigestion, no, without that nothing here this pathology will not happen. Okay, that's the phrase I told you, rogaha sarve api mandegnu. Right? We have to always and always praise the Pitta, Vaishvanaroho, Vishnu in the body, observer of the body. Everything starts from here. That's what they say, the first connection. What is that? The mother and baby bonding. That supply, the universal connection. Forget about that spiritual aspect. Just come to the basics of the body. Okay? Easy?
Yeah.
So 3 doable things. Repeat. What is the first one you will do?
Wake up between 5:30 to 6:30. Eat good lunch between 10 to 2.
Okay.
And sleep at 10:30 to 9:30 to 10.
Thank you. Right? So 3 things, at least some basics. Not too hard.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you, instead of eating the huge food towards the end of the day, I'm begging you to do it in the afternoon. That is the first thing. If you just do that one simple change, you will feel amazed.
Okay.
Not in a month. Create that habit. How many years you gave yourself to go down, now come back. Okay? Basics. Am I really teaching you something new? Not at all. Right? I'm just awakening you or just reminding you the things which over the period of time we are missing it. It's just a simple logics. What Ayurveda says is like just follow the laws of the nature, the biological rhythms in the body. If you follow the rhythm of Vata, if you follow the rhythm of Pitta, and if you follow the rhythm of Kapha, they have taken all the awards for this concept. With the world records are there for this concept nowadays. Okay?
Okay.
Understood? So 3 basic concepts we are going to start with. We are going to make happy to the Pitta, happy to the Kapha, and happy to the which one is the most challenging for you?
The lunch between 10 to
Then you really need to think about your lunch then. You work in whatever work you do, right? It's not hard, believe me. And you can do it because you do so many things. It's just a planning and maybe shifting yourself from the nocturnal to the Brahma Muhurtam. That's the major change I will look forward in you. Not a huge, Brahma Muhurta is like 3:34. Forget about 3:34. Around 5:30 at least.
Okay.
Max 6. But don't pass 6:30. Makes sense? At least one small change. I know we are talking a lot of changes, and I do not expect a lot of change on the month first or on the day first. Okay? But this is our shift, because you are coming to the detox, you are coming to Panchakarma, you are coming to some health and wellness approach, and you want to feel good. That's what I am feeling in you, like the way you gave you yesterday's reaction. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that I'm carrying here, I have here. It's a relearning, reshaping, rethinking, and resetting. So let's reset our button.
Sure.
Okay, on the table under the sheet, face up. I will knock before I come in.
Okay.
Okay? Any questions for me?
No.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Understood the logics? Physiology and pathology? This is the Ayurvedic approach of pathology. Very simple. And then it goes deeper and deeper into many other factors. But for us to understand this, just to start with, this is this one.
Okay.
On the tip, face up, okay? Namaste, welcome. This is Aruna Patki, a doctor of Ayurvedic medicine and a board certified TMB therapist, a yoga teacher, a healer, a practitioner. I am here to share my wisdom of Ayurveda and yoga for your health and wellness and your disease management. So if you have any questions, you can connect with us. Our website is www.ayurvedahealingspa.com, or you can follow us on a YouTube channel, Ayurvedic Health and Wellness Center by Dr. Aruna Patki, or you can follow us on Google, Facebook, Instagram, or other social medias. Also, we have a Facebook page of Ayurvedic Health and Wellness Center. I hope this is helpful. Today's topic was the purification on the day-to-day basis, and what are the things important in Ayurveda to do the daily purification. And this was one of the key which I have shared here with all of you. I hope this is helpful. Take care. Namaste.